Second major story of the afternoon, Congressman Cotton, was just released a couple of hours ago by CNN, and I'm reading the Washington Post report about it. The U.S. military has put thousands of troops on alert ahead of the expected release Tuesday of a Senate report detailing the CIA's post-September 11th detention and interrogation program. The troops on heightened states of alert are mostly Marines, a Pentagon official told Checkpoint. The units involve a crisis response unit that has Marines in Italy and Spain, a second crisis response unit with troops in Kuwait and Iraq. 50-man teams of fleet anti-terrorism security fast Marines are typically called upon to reinforce U.S. embassies. It affects about 4,000 Marines total, and it's because of this report on secret prisons that the media is projecting will spark a violent backlash in Africa or the Middle East. What do you make about both the release of the report and the speculation, often self-fulfilling, that it will spark a violent backlash?
The release of this report by the Senate Select Intelligence Committee, if they move forward, is another example of what we were talking about earlier, the way that releasing information can actually harm our troops or our intelligence officers overseas and make success more dangerous or less likely in the future. And it's not just the media saying that. The White House press secretary today confirmed that there was a risk that this could lead to violence against Americans or American assets or our allies overseas. This is why the administration is still pulling in two different directions, with John Kerry asking Senator Dianne Feinstein, the chair of the Intelligence Committee, not to release the report, and White House staffers saying they want to release the report. But more importantly, I want to say, why is Dianne Feinstein focused on things that were happening up to 10 years ago when there are so many pressing problems right now all around the world? All of these programs were briefed to Congress, and members of Congress like Dianne Feinstein and Nancy Pelosi were all gung-ho for them 10 years ago when the threat was high. It's only whenever they began to get political heat that they became a summer soldier and turned their backs on our soldiers and our intelligence professionals whose lives depend on these programs. And as Mike Rogers said over the weekend, there will be violence and there will be deaths if this report is released. So I'm still hopeful that at the last minute, Dianne Feinstein will do the responsible thing and protect Americans and our allies overseas.
Do you think she's doing it because she's about to lose the chairmanship of the Intelligence Committee?
Hugh, it's mystifying to me what other reason she would have to do this. She and probably her career staff on the Intelligence Committee have been working on this for 6 years, and it would seem to be their great white whale, and they've only got 4 weeks left in power, and they don't want to see all that work in their eyes go for nothing. So rather than perform their job, which is to oversee the intelligence community in a responsible fashion to ensure they're obeying the law and effectively protecting America's interests, they want to create a media event by releasing this report.